Welcome, respected Shrotas Sadhakas. I receive my gratitudes for giving this opportunity as well as congratulations that your prayers are working, that the interest in the heart to be regular in the study of the Shastra is maintained by the Bhagavad Guru Kripa. All of us, let us pray for the next step of growth in which the knowledge heard we retain, we chew it, we assimilate it, we live it, and we reap the benefits of it, called as the Ananda or Mukti. Lokasevaka Dharmasthapaka Viragi Bhakta Shishya Mumukshu Jignasu Shrota Sadhaka Parishrami Prerita Prashanta Gambhira Samskrita Bhasha Jnata as well as Shrota, Manta, Dhyata, all these Vyaktitwas we have to strengthen. Taking the opportunity of blessings and human life and all other conveniences and facilities, let us do so. Also, invoking the grace of Parambrahma Tattva, Ishvara Tattva, Jagan Mata Tattva, Devata Ganas, Guru Ganas, Shruti Ganas. Wonderful. Friends, today's Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana. First, then Nirvana Manjari, then Sankshipta Skanda Puranam, then uh, Shvetashvatara Upanishad, last sixth chapter, chanting main mantras, then Bhashya from tomorrow. In the first topic of Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, third Prakaranam, Utpatthi Prakaranam. Fourth Sarga, title is Utpatthi Prakaranartha Kalpana. What is the entire Utpatthi Prakaranam's topic that's being introduced? More so, today's topic of this text, where Sri Rama asks, what a beautiful question! And equally beautiful, sublime, most essential is the answer given by Sri Vasishtha ji. When we understand it, lot of our questions, doubts disappear. You know, if that is caught and that is accordingly implemented, that knowledge, we are through. Slowly the samsara gets out of us, and then we realize, we recognize what is what exactly. I to really say one of the top topics today we are discussing of late. Though every day, all the 6, 7 classes we do are of utmost importance, no doubt. Every one of them so unique. Here also, this is no way lesser than any one of them. So let us see how we will be invoking and being blessed by Sri Vasishtha ji, Sri Rama Bhagavan, and all Guru Parampara. Start with our Prarthana Om. Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahay. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Amsharashibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yairime Gurue Purvam Vadavakya Pramanatah Vyakhyatāh Sarva Vedantāh Satchastraha Tan Nityam Pranatosmyaham. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ओम श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने। ओम तस्मै श्री गुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहम्। तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आवेश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने। यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृत जलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम्। एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि। परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यास नारदादि ब्रह्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो नमः। संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषद योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुति स्मृति पुराणेतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः सांप्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरुशिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्यादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रूणां शाश्वतरूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः संप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्ष धर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां सर्वेषां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवत् देवता गुरु शास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृ देश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थं अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नम् आद्य शंकर कृत निर्वाण मंजरी अध्ययन साधना संक्षिप्त स्कंद पुराण श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः भाष्य समेत पारायणं वयं सर्वे मोक्षार्थं सनातन धर्मार्थं भारतवर्षार्थं विश्व कल्याणार्थं च करिष्यामः। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम मंगलाचरण श्लोका। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति शीघ्रा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभाति अवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री वशिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम Utpatti Prakaranartha Kalpanam Nama Chaturtha Sarga. Friends, a beautiful ambience of that Raja Sabha of Sri Dasharathaji. Sage Vasishthaji seated as the Guru. There, the Vishwamitraji also very much there. Vyasa Bhagavan also is there, 10th Vyasa. Naradji is there. And all the Rishi Munis from the ground and also from the Urdhva Loka Sukshma Rupena, they all have come. And also lots of kings invited, lots of other Brahmanas, etc. All the Varna people in that most sacred August assembly were there to listen to this sermon of teachings of the great Vasishthaji. And Vasishthaji is Sakshat Brahma Manasa Putra Ikshvaku Kulaguru Brahmanishta Maha Karma Yogi also Maha Yogi. He is all Siddha Purusha. These Rishi Munis are eternally there. Even now when we invoke them, they give us darshan or at least they bless us. So that Vasishtaji. And then no less than Sakshat Bhagavan's seventh avatara, Sri Ramachandra Bhagavan himself is there seated to listen. What more beautiful than this? It's only we creating that atmosphere of Shraddha, Bhakti, respect, reverence in our heart. Then, with that humility, try to grasp the thoughts that are given. That's our duty. And how deep we are in it, how intense we are in it, how capable we are in it decides how much of the knowledge we are receiving. And then obviously after that, Manana Chintana, then the Jnana Dhrudhikarana, Jnana Abhyasa for the Anubhuti, any one of us have to do only. And we will do. Why we should be back out? What's less in us? The Lord, the Gurus who have brought us up to this, they themselves will take us forward if we continue our this humble seriousness, humble sincerity, humble regularity, humble commitments. Right? Now the second day's Upadesha is over. About the Brahmadeva and Srishti, they were discussed. Then the evening times, beautiful atmosphere, Valmiki just described us. All the Rishimunis have gone to their respective places, even the Rajas, where they had to stay that night. All of them were discussing the thoughts that are learned. If someone are lonely, alone, they were doing the contemplation. They assimilated that and then they had a very sound, good Nidra sleep. All of them woke up morning, finished their Udaya Krutyas, whatever upasanas, anushtanas they were to do. Then all of them assembled back, exactly like the previous day. And absolutely, Nishabdha Pindra Vatavarana is again created there. So the description itself transports us to that level if we really are true. And so happens in all our programs, even now when a great Mahatma arrives and he gives us that guidance. Same, these are all Vasishtha Vishwamitra Vyasa Amsha or their Anugrahana only. These Mahatmas of today, they give satsanga to hundreds, thousands. Vahi Tattva hai, vahi Guru Parampara. Right, friends? Now, what happened? Let's see. We are doing it from the shloka number 34, where the reassembling of all these shrotas starts. Right? Sabham Om Sri Vasishtha Vacha or Vishwami Sri Valmiki Vacha. Om Sabham Punarupa Jagmur Navascharamahi Charaha Yastanena Kramena Iva Kruta Pratastana Kramaha Purvavat Sanniveshena Vishesha Sakala Sabha Abhavuva Spanditakara Vatamukteva Padmini. So Sabham Punaha Upajagmuhu. Punaha again Sabham to that Sabha Upajagmuhu neared and reached. Navaschara, those all celestial beings of the sky, Mahicharaha, all people from the earth. So wholesale में दो शब्द से सारे लोग included हो गए. They all have assembled. Yastanena kramena eva. Exactly in yesterday's krama only, without any seat sharing or fighting, they sat in their own respecting places. Before that, respect. Kruta pratastana kramaha. Having finished their prata kriyas, anushtana, they all came. Then Puravat Sanniveshena Vivesha Sakala Sabha. So everybody in their respective order, gradation, जैसे महान लोग हैं वगैरह, एज एंड ऑल, एक्सपीरियंस, सीनियरिटी, डेप्थ, उन सबको बिठाए गए. They are all set. And that assembly was how? Babhuva aspandita akara. Not even little spandana also there. As we saw it in the first prakarana, if you remember. है ना? The Vairagya Prakaranam में, as Vasishthaji's teaching started, what a wonderful description. We have seen it almost 7, 8 months, 10 months back, 9, 10. Ki even the birds in the pinjara or even in the windows as well as ventilators were mum. People outside also slowly walking without making any sound. Even birds on the trees outside also quiet. Wind also respected that august gathering and activity by blowing very slow. We all saw those descriptions. Respect to that great program. Then we saw all the women folk seated in all those specially given places, not even moving their pallu or hands because the pallu movement distracts others' attention. So to the hands movement makes the sound of the Kangan Kada which will distract others. Even the other audience, not even moving each other or each moving themselves, even inhaling, exhaling also are done so mildly not to disturb. मतलब एक सभा का मर्यादा होता है ना? Most unparliamentary way this is. Because in the parliament they shout. It is the other way around. We have to be unparliamentary. Maintain that sabha maryada, dignity. That all shows everyone's respect, togetherness, which in turn makes Shri Vasishthaji give the jnanam in best way. Rather, the Lord expresses through him for the best of all. And proof is this, that what he has spoken is given a writing form by Sri Valmiki ji, and this grantha कृतयुग हो गया. 15 ही साल था ना राम जी तब बोलते. 11,000 years he lived. After that, even Dwapara Yuga, sorry, Treta Yuga, sorry. Treta is over, then Dwapara is over, Kali came around, more than 5,000 years are over. Still this text is there, ready to serve all mumukshus, जिज्ञासुस. ये सब देखने के बाद भी, है ना, सनातन धर्म के प्रति, if you don't get श्रद्धा भक्ति about our rishis and munis and avatars and our cultures, traditions, spiritualities, then we are blunt intellected, we are arrogant, we are biased, we are jealous, we are cruel, we are crooked, like the other religious people who are towards Sanatan Dharma biased. Besharam lo. I to say, such a glorious thing still we are having seen them, you have to do just pranam. Why do you feel that jealousy? Why do you want to destroy it? Nonsense. You and I, let us keep up the glory respect of our Sanatana Dharma. Only two things. Study Shastra, do sadhana, and do our best to do the prachara of the Shastras. Through Shastra, every glory of Sanatana Dharma is spread. Because एक तरफ मुक्ति का मार्ग, दूसरा भक्ति का मार्ग, तीसरा वैल्यूज, सारा शास्त्र अध्ययन से ऑटोमेटिक स्प्रेड होते. There is a people like Gurudev or Vivekananda or even Shankara Bhagavan, they all preferred in giving the Shastra Jnana everywhere. Clear, friends? Now, after this, what happened? Atha prasangamasadhya रामो मधुरया गिरा उवाच मुनिशार्दूलं वसिष्ठं वदतां वरम् अथ मङ्गलवाचकम् प्रसङ्गम् आसाद्य. Finding the right occasion that everybody is seated now. It is Sri Rama's turn to take initiative because he is the main Shrota. Prasangam Asadya, seeing the entire Prasanga, the context, as everything has become very well set, right time. Ramaha, Lord Rama, Madhuraya Gira, with the most sweetest of the words. Gira means words, Madhura is sweet, nectarine words. Uvacha Muni Shardula. He spoke to the tiger among the Munis. Shardula is tiger. Muni Shardulam. And Vasishtham, to that great Vasishtha ji spoke, Vadatam Varam, the one who is best among the speakers. Because of the way he deals the subject as well as the subject he deals with and his experience. अनुभव भी है और उत्तमोत्तम विषय भी बताएंगे और बताने का पद्धति भी महान. Therefore, वदताम वरम. है ना? The top most four people there are there. वशिष्ठ जी, विश्वामित्र जी, व्यास जी, नारद जी. बाकी भी बहुत है. वामदेव जी. Top. Many thousands are there. Among them, Vasishtha is the Vara Shrestha. That's why Vishwamitra ji requested him to give answers to Rama's questions or give, guidance to Rama from the position where he is now full of vairagya. Right? Now, what did Rama ask Sri Vasishtha ji? Beautiful. Sri Rama Uvacha. Sri Rama, because Bhagavan hai, though he is a Shishya, Sri is added. Sri Rama Uvacha. What did he say? Bhagavan Manaso Rupam Kidrusham Vadame Sputam Yasmat Tene Yamakila Tanyate Lokamanjari. See, he starts with addressing Vasishtha ji as Bhagavan, O Lord. See, in depth into our heart that our Guru is Sakshat Bhagavan and Parabrahma, that has to go percolate undoubtedly. That if we open the mouth and talk to our Guru, the word Bhagavan from the heart comes out voluntarily without any hesitation, wholeheartedly. Hey Bhagavan. क्या रेस्पेक्ट है देखो भाई. हे भगवान राम जी टू वशिष्ठ जी. एक्चुअली रामा हिमसेल्फ इज भगवान. Bhagavan. Then, what is the question? Manasaha Rupam Kidrusham. What is the form of this mind? मन का रूप क्या है? Manasaha Kidrusham Rupam. What is the form of the mind? Vada me sputam. Tell me in very crystal, categorical, undoubted, doubtless terms are the words. Me sputam vada. You tell me spashta rupena. What is the rupam of the mana? मनसः कीदृशम रूपम. मन का रूप क्या है? रूप मीन्स इट्स नेचर एटसेट्रा. What is the form of the mind? See that question, have you ever thought of it? We say never mind to that question. But that is a question of all questions. है ना? मन, अहंकार, जीव भाव, माया. इन चारों को सवाल करो, है ना? क्वेश्चन करो, you will never get answer. But that is all. That is the answer. So मनसः कीदृशम रूपम, है ना? Vada me sputam, hey Bhagavan. What is the form of the mind? Tell me very clearly. Yasmat, and you told so far. Yasmat means from this mind only. Tena iyam akila lokamanjari tanyate. Iyam, this akila, entire loka, the world's manjari, the bouquet, tanyate is spread out. So, in individuals, Jagrata Avastha, Swapna Avasthas also are Jagrat Loka, Swapna Loka. Personal. So, to the universal cosmic lokas are all spread by the mind only, you told. Tell the form of that mind. भगवान मनसः की रूपम कीदृशम पदमे स्फुटम यस्मात् तेन इयम अखिल तन्यते लोकमंजरी. From where the whole worlds have come till the form of that mind. Is the question clear? Rama's prashna is about the mana. कीदृशम रूपम मनसः, मन का क्या रूप है. अब देखो, the answer is the most important place. Try to catch it. Miss not it. Next 10 minutes of our satsanga will be very, very crucial. Very, very important. Right? Vaashishtha uvacha. Vaashishtha starts answering. Now the next 20-30 slokas talk about it. What is his answer to the question? Ramasya manaso rupam na kinchidapi drushyate namamatra rute vyomnaha yata shunya jada krute nabahyenapi hridaye sadrupam vidyate manaha sarvatraiva sthitam chaitat viddhi rama yatha nabha. Again, Ramasya manaso rupam न किंचिदपि दृश्यते नाममात्रादृते व्योम्नः यथा शून्यजडाकृतेः. अब देखो, राम, look at you. अस्य मनसः रूपम, the form of this mind. अस्य मनसः रूपम, इस मन का रूपम, न किंचिदपि दृश्यते. It cannot be seen. It cannot be caught. It cannot be comprehended. It cannot be explained. It cannot be described. This is the answer. Manasah rupam na kinchinapi drishyate. And that is why you try to catch the mind, you can never catch it. कोई रूप इसका दिखने वाला नहीं है लेकिन दिखने वाला नहीं है. Again I am pausing here because very tough subject it is. Hey Rama, asya manasah rupam na kinchidapi drishyate. And then nama matarad. Only the name you call it as mind, that's it. Nama matra dhrute vyomnaha yatha shunya jada krite. Like you call the akasha as akash. Yeah, space ko space bola. Now tell me the roop of this space. Isn't it? Our mind and mouth both have become quieted. Tell me the form of the space. What do you say? Space you have uttered, but rupa we cannot conceive and tell it is so and so. So to mind is there, but इसका रूप ऐसा है करके you cannot tell. As such the mind. Rama asya manasah रूपम न किंचिदपि दृश्यते. है ना? Like the cloth. Cloth का रूप पता चला. Its color also, no, it is red color. Texture also, polyester or cotton. Company you can say produced here, marketed here. You can talk about the cloth or anything. But about manas rupa, mankaru, you cannot, it cannot be seen. You can't talk. Catch it. Here only I'll pause today for next a minute or so. Akasha example le lo. Space you say, but what is the rupa of the space? It is sukshma. You cannot tell any rupa about the akasha. Akasha itself is the concept of mind. Akasha rupa also we cannot describe. Then how can we describe the rupa of the mana? So कीदृशं रूपम अस्य रूपम न किंचिदत्र दृश्यते. नाममात्रादृते व्योम्ना. नाममात्रादृते व्योम्ना यथा शून्य जड़ आकृति. है ना? शून्य जड़ आकृति आकाश. नाम ओनली. One point. If it is, as I told you, अगर क्लिक हो गया तो क्लिक, वंडरफुल. दिस एंड नेक्स्ट 3-4 श्लोकास 2 बार देखेंगे इसको, जरूरत है तो. आकाश एज ए नेम, its रूपा you can't say. Mind is a name, you can't tell its रूपा. दिन भर, जिंदगी भर, we live with mind only, but we cannot capture it, we cannot describe it. Mind as it is. रूप नहीं है उसका. Now second topic. न बाह्ये नापि हृदये सद्रूपं विद्यते मनः सर्वत्रैव स्थितं चैतत् विद्धि राम यथा नमः. Bahye, outside, Hridaye, in the Hridaya also, na sadrupam manaha vidyate. Of the mind, a substantial, catchable, perceivable, explainable form is not there. And yet, sarvatra eva sthitam cha etat. Sarvatra, at all times, all places, all objects. Whenever the word sarvatra comes, all the three we have to use. Sarva desheshu, places, kaleshu, times, vastushu, objects. Vastu paristhiti. Sarvatra eva sthitam cha etat. Still it is there everywhere. Vidhi Rama. Yatha, again example same Nava. Nava Akasha is a name. Nava Akasha has no akriti or rupam. But it is there everywhere. जैसा नाम है हर जगह है, क्या है नहीं बोल सकते आकाश को. So to mind, name is there in all places and times and situations and objects. The mind is very much there. Yet this is mind, you cannot talk about it. That's what I said. Very important, very sublime thing. विचित्र है concept of mind itself. Mind itself. 3, 4, 5, 6 times you have to contemplate. Just come to near to the understanding of it. It's little subtle, intuitive. दिमाग चाहिए उसका, उसके लिए. It is there everywhere, at every place, every time, but it has no रूपम to be specifically described कि ऐसा है. But name is there, Manaha. Okay. Now the next topic, Shloka number 4 or 40. Idamasmat samutpannam mrugatrishnam bhusannibham rupam tukshana sankalpat dvitiyendu brahmopamam. Very crucial thought again this is. Idam rupam tu. Idam rupa means all those vrittis in the mana with which the entire idam world is recognized by us. Whether it is gross in the Jagrada Avastha, subtle in the Swapna Avastha. Idam Rupam. Whatever you see as idam, you become aware, no? Like in the whole hall, whatever you have, you can see the chairs, tables, trees, etc. You see through the window. Or in the mind itself, there are so many thoughts that are there of people and all of that things. So, idam rupam asmat samutpannam. From this mind only, they are all born. In the mind only they are born. In the mind only they stay. In the mind, from the mind, by the mind, above the mind, on the mind, कुछ भी कहो, उस मन में ही उत्पन्न हुए. Now, the catch the next point. In what way? Example is Mruga Trishna Ambu Sannibha. The mirage in that water. Now, this example 1,000 times you might have seen in different contexts. This is 1,001th time. Meaning is same, but pause to understand the simile, the example and the knowledge which he wants to convey through the example. How in that mirage the water is projected, though non-existing but appearing. And the water is moving also in the form of wave and appears neat, clean water. And there's a desire in us. If we possess or drink that water, our thirst will go away. How much we take it as real, that water. In the same way, the entire Idan Rupa, world of grass Saturn, is on the mind like the water in the mirage. आप वर्क करो इसके ऊपर होमवर्क, समझने का कोशिश करो इसको. Mind blowing it is. About the mind. Mind is a name. It has no form to explain. It is there everywhere. In that mind only, the whole idam is being produced, just like the water on the mirage. अब देखो, सारा मन का ही खेल है. ये एक reality पकड़ो, because when the mana is not there in nidra, no world is there, or in samadhi, or in the atmanubhuta sthiti. This is what in Viveka Chudavana. Manah prasute विषयान शेषान स्थूलात्मना सूक्ष्मतया च भोक्तुः. It is the mind only which projects. No, उसमें क्या है ना, ईश्वरास मना इज ईश्वर सृष्टि समष्टि. उसके ऊपर the jivas mana their mana srishti. And if the jivas are in group, they are together srishti. But all mana. Like Ishvara created the whole Brahmanda. उनका ही मन है. One. Second, you are a family of 7-8 people. So your house, your things in your house, their placement, etc., are the cumulative outcome of the samashti mana of your family. And in your own personal room, not the whole house, your own personal room, personal chamber, whatever is there, that is your own mana. So individual mana, two people together mana, a family together mana, whole street, the desha, the whole globe, the global mind makes the globe look like what it is now. Ishwaras mana made the Ananta Koti Brahmandas. They're all never miss this thought. Like the water on the mirage, appearing to be real, till you truly inquire. When you inquire, there's no water at all. So too, when we inquire the cause of these things, the substratum of these things, you will realize the Atman and they all disappear. Because the Adhishtanta sabka Paramatma hai. So the sand not seen, water seen, mirage mein. Self not seen, that's called mind. The mind projects both Sthula and Sukshma, from the micro to the macro. An atom and the whole globe. भूगोल है ना, माइक्रो से मैक्रो, मनोसंकल्प. And that atom again is a globe. Within it, there are millions of more micro things that are there. And in each one of them, again micro. Like trillions of atoms are there in the globe. Earth. I mean, how many earths are there in the cosmos? Can you calculate them? That is why the Srishti is mystical. You can't fathom it at all. Yet all of that is Maya Avidya. Substratum is Parabrahma. And that I am. These are the Vedantic highest truths. We have to lift our level of subtlety, purity to grasp them. एक बार इस स्थिति में आ गया मानो, everything is the concept of mind. You start giving reality to the things. The moment the reality is given up, there is no samsara. Of everything. As I told you, the house is a kalpana. Wife, husband, children, kalpana. I am this, Deha is a kalpana. Deha is also kalpana. Because of my kalpanas called vasanas, the Brahmadeva gave kalpita this sharir. And in my kalpana only, its death also included. That up to this body is used. Then the other one, then the other one. It's all my kalpana. I know accordingly only the type of the sharira, the birth of it, the sukha dukkha through that, the longevity, all of them are kalpana only. If you realize it, then about what we will be worried? Kuch bhi nahi. Everything gets dismantled in one moment if this clicks to us. So idam asmat samutpannam. Idam niyamna jagat asmat, from this mind only, samutpannam, very well created, produced, like mruga trishna ambusannibam. In the mirage, the water ki tarah. And then rupam to kshana sankalpad dvitiya indu brahma upamam. So it is kshana sankalpa. Means sankalpa is a kshanika. In that kshanika sankalpa, it is there. And when the sankalpa goes away, it changes. This is very sublime thought. That's why you see, a second back, what I have seen in the world, microsecond back, it's not the same now. Because the total sankalpa, individual sankalpas are modifying it. Isn't it? It's microsecond back. You see, let us say from the macro level, at the 1 microsecond back, where was the solar system in the space? It is not in the same space now. Some thousands of kilometers already traveled. Earth, is it in the same place? It also moved hundreds of kilometers. On the earth, is everything as it is? How many cars have moved? How many vehicles have? How many newborns are born? How many are died? How many new leaves came? How many new leaves fell? Old leaves fell from the tree? How many microbes died? Lakhs in that 1 second passed. How many thousands or lakhs are created? It's not the same, the universe, please. At any second moment, flux. It's always the state of change and flux. That's the dynamism. That's how it is. That's what is the meaning of sankalpat. Example, another given. Ditiya Indu Brahma Upamam. One moon only, but because of just your hand touch your eye, कुछ कर रहे थे कुछ नहीं, immediately for a microsecond the lamp appears to be two lamps. But it's one only. The moment again I said only one. In the same way, as long as the sankalpa is there, the manyness of the world is there. Now, this manyness of the world, in terms of time, we may calculate as for human being the seconds, minutes, etc. But for the Brahmadeva, yesterday we saw no, in our which Purana, Skanda mein, ki one nimesha of Narayana Bhagavan is one kalpa for Brahmadeva. And Brahmadevas, remember, one day is 1,000 Chaturyugas for we the human beings. So we too are like a Brahmadeva to a microbe. उसको लगता है 100 साल आदमी जीता है क्योंकि ये तो 2 सेकंड में मर जाता है ह्यूमन टाइम बट फॉर दैट द 2 seconds इज ए होल लाइफ स्पैन फॉर दैट टाइम इज रिलेटिव इजंट ए मस्किटो एक दिन जीता है वो ह्यूमन लाइफ बट एक दिन हमारा जो उसके लिए है तो कंप्लीट लाइफ है उसका Everything, you know. The elephant lives for 80 years, 70 years, tiger for 40, the dog for 20. Each one of them, in human way, we calculate them. But for them, they are complete lifespan. There was time is such a thing. These are all explanation we are giving for the question. You gave two examples of Dichandra also and Sankalpa. So एक सेकंड में संकल्प बदल रहा है, बट सृष्टि तो इतना बड़ा है ना, इतना लंबा टाइम के लिए चल रहा है ना. So two explanations we are giving. One is nothing remaining same the next moment. Second is what? The entire period which you call as Brahmadeva's time also is a flash of second only. Just like your and my, like let us say your age is now 229 years. Now you look back, you are 229 years. वो तो 2 मिनट लगता है बस. बस अभी जन्म लिए, स्कूल गए, कॉलेज गए, हर जगह फेल हो गए, फिर नौकरी में डाले, उसमें भी फेल हो गए, फिर शादी कर दी, घर जमाए हो गए, अब तो रुक नहीं सकते, तो बच्चे पैदा हो गए. अब यू कैन टेल ऑल in 2 minutes. Is it not? Whole life of 100 years or say we lived 2 minutes. So therefore, the whole creation is momentary only, both ways. The biggest of the big time also, from the cosmic time level, cosmic clock level, moment only. And within the earth also, everything is changing every moment. I am already speaking to you from last 48 minutes. My age is grown by 48 minutes now. Yours also. 48 into 60 how many seconds? और उसको और फिर माइक्रो से मल्टीप्लाई करो. So that question, if it all comes, it should come, it is answered. But the idea is, like Dvichandravata, for some time in the mind, the whole cosmos is there. Stula Sukshma Jagat Sarva. That mind which has no rupa. Just like Akasha has no rupa. But from the Akasha only, the Vayu, Agni, Jala, Prithvi, and unke combination wale, all forms we are seeing. And Akasha, from the mind it came. That mind is called Maya. That Maya belongs to Narayana. Therefore, from the Narayana, through his Maya Shakti and from his mind, Akasha came. So the Maya and mind are just kept separated, kept aside. From Paramatma, Akasha came. This is how the Upanishad said. Taittiriya. Tasmadva etasmad atmanaha akasha samma. Process is Atma, Maya. Maya itself is mana of the samashti, जो अगले श्लोक में आएगा ब्रह्मदेव का. From there the akasha. This Panchabhutika Srishti is not of Brahmadeva, it is of Narayana. From them the variety lokas bodies created by Brahmadeva on the order of Narayana. Right? So, idam asmat samutpannam yat mrugatrushna musannibam. So, mrugatrushna example says, not real but appearing. Dvichandra example says, one substratum only superimposed with something other. The substratum always is Paramatma. Rupam tu kshanak sankalpat dvitiya indu brahma upamam. Like that second Chandrama. Aine. So that's why we always say pure self objectified is mind. Mind multi-projected is whole world. The objectification of the mind is Maya, wherein the self is not seen as it is or experienced. Suddenly the Shakti in the self is realized. That Shakti on Paramatma projects the whole world. The Shakti is called mind. ओके. सो मन का कोई रूप नहीं है, बट हर जगह है और उसी में से सब कुछ आ रहा है. आकाश का रूप नहीं है, बट हर जगह उसमें से बाकी चारों भूत आ रहे। आकाश भी मन से ही आया। जस्ट मन कल्पना ओनली द होल वर्ल्ड। बस इंडिविजुअल कल्पना, ग्रुप कल्पना और ईश्वर कल्पना, बट कल्पना है with all its realistic appearances. Like nowadays, through artificial intelligences, graphics, are we not projecting the things as if they are real? अब हम अपने टेक्नोलॉजी से करेंगे तो परमात्मा अपने माया शक्ति से क्यों नहीं कल्पना कर सकते? So, Rama's question was, Bhagavan, Manasaha Rupam Kiddusham, Padame Sputam, tell me the form of the mind clearly. Yasmat, from which Yam Akila Lokamanjari Tanyate. The entire worlds and in them, whatever they are there, are all projected. Tell about that mind. Sri Vaashishtha Uvach. Vasishtha told, Rama, Asya Manasaha Rupam, first of all, Na Kinchinapi Drishyate. You cannot specifically explain about the mind that it is this, this, this. Namamatram. It's there, only name is given to it. Yata Shunya Jadakrate Vyomna. It is like the Akash. Na Bakhye Napi Hridaye Sadrupam Vidyate. Inside or outside, both. You cannot specifically capture the mind, take a photo of it. But Sarvatra eva sthitam. It is everywhere there. Etad Vidhi Rama Yatha Nabha, like the space. 2-3 thoughts in this, very crucial. Next one, Idam, Rupam, the entire Idam, the whole world, is Asmat Samutpanna. From this mind only, everything got projected. Individual or total mind. Mrugatushna Ambu Sannima. Like the Mrugatushna of the waters on the sand or mirage. Then Kshana Sankalpat. संकल्प का समय जितना है उतना समय रहेगा. द्वितीय इंदु भ्रम उपमम, like the second is moon's brahma. That kshana we explained that it can be Brahmadeva's kshana, it will be big for us. Our kshana is big for the microbes. जब तक वो संकल्प है. See the TVs and movies. In one movie of 2.5 hours, 3 generations they show. दादाजी, then उनका बेटा, फिर उनका पोता. 2.5 hours में सारा देखा. And we don't ask, how come in 2 hours all that? Because the time is that way conceptualized there. Same way, this time for us also conceptualized. So too, for all beings, for every being, the perceptions, the time concept, सारा अलग रहते हैं, not the same. Even to wife and husband or they're different. जिसको कोई काम धंधा नहीं तो टाइम तो होता ही नहीं, मतलब टाइम आगे गुजरता ही नहीं. 24 hours appear like a yuga for them. For others, एक सेकंड में खत्म होते हैं. Like our own loving friends, relatives come, 3 दिन फटाफट हो गए. But those who don't like they come, 3 दिन 3 युग की तरह लगते हैं कि नहीं. Like at this time, the cinema for you appears to be so quickly over of the hours. But my 1 hour lecture appears. स्वामी जी कितने जुगों से बोल रहे. इसका कब अंत होगा? This is not the main topic here. It may come later, but we are just understanding as a corollary. So far, the main understanding is space is a name. Space has no specific form. Space is everywhere. In the space only, all things are there. So too, mind is a name. Mind has no form. Mind is everywhere there, in every object there. All places, and from the mind only, the entire idam rupam is being projected. इसलिए हम जहां भी जाते मन है. इवन सपने में जाओ मन. Only nidra, it is in the sushupta, that's layavastha. You know, let us say you flew to America from here 20 hours. There also you have mind. Mind घर में थोड़ के छोड़ के जाते हैं, लेके ही जाते हो. और वहां जो बंदे हैं उनका भी अपना माइंड है. फिर वो इधर आते तो वो लेके आते हैं अपना माइंड. तो हर जगह है. In individual, everywhere, as long as he's alive, the mind is. Even after death, the mind goes with him. थोड़ा mystical है, and when we listen first time, appears to be little heavy, but then repeatedly listen, we start understanding. है ना? Anything involved, like चपाती कैसे बना? First time आटा गूंदना बींदना सब टेंशन लगता, but you do it for 10-15 days, you understand it. कर दो, ये से बेल दो, कर दो गरम. Till we become familiar, everything appears difficult. But once we are regular and we are familiar, you will be able to catch. वेदांत का वही है, निरंतर श्रवण मनन चिंतन करने से all sublime thoughts are understood. Okay. Then मध्ये यदेतदर्थस्य प्रतिभानं प्रथां गतं सतो वाप्यसतो वापि तन्मनो विद्धि नेतरत्. So मध्ये यदेतदर्थस्य प्रतिभानं प्रथां गतं. Any of the objects that you are perceiving. Sataho api asato. Sat means gross tangible, asat means subtle. All of them are tan manaha, mind only. There is nothing other than mind. As we saw in the beginning only in today's class, within me, either in dream or closed eyes, as sankalpa sthiti. Whole Nagara is there with all buildings, parks, roads, airports, railway stations, human beings, objects, or let us say birds, animals. सारे मन में है कि नहीं, सपने में. Or even now you can close eyes and imagine everything in the mind. Then in the Jagrata Avastha, whatever I am saying, that also is in the mind, because मन नहीं है तो किसी का अनुभव नहीं होता. Sthula Sukshma is nothing but mind. That's why I said, very important topic it is. Very subtle knowledge it is. We have studied so many Shastras so far, but in this way, this topic is touched here only. Maybe we are qualified for this as a result of all that pursuit. So, pure self, not knowing it, avidya or maya, from that came the mind, samashti or veshti are together, from that the whole world is projected. Gross and subtler, small or bigger, veshti samashti. So all within the mind only. Mana grassified the world. And mana is nothing but kalpana only. Not real, जो आगे आएगा. Mana is nothing but thought. Only kalpana. Again I am saying only kalpana. Again I am saying only kalpana. Not real, not real, not real. Real is only Satchidananda Vastu. And that is we are. And in that all safety, security, no problem. In this kalpana, it becomes vikalpita. Isn't it? Like you adjust the house in some way. Go to office, the husband or wife come, they change it. Children change it. अपने कल्पना के मुताबिक चेंज कर and you get disappointed. You can see in the house ना उसी तरह है. And where people come together and do same कल्पना, then it lasts for long. कोई आकर उसमें टांग अड़ाता है तो फिर चेंज होता है. But basically everything is sankalpa or mana. First let us say mana, tomorrow the mind is sankalpa, that knowledge will be given to us. Slowly let us go. We could cover today 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 श्लोक देखा हमने. इसी को कल रिपीट करके ना we go to the next 7, 8 श्लोकास. बढ़िया सा टॉपिक. आज थोड़ा होमवर्क में कॉन्टेम्पलेट करो. What is the mind? Everything is the mind. Mind is only a name, like आकाश. But given freedom, इसकी तो ऐसी की तैसी क्या क्या वो संकल्प करती रहती. Isn't it? What it creates, बाप रे बाप. मन एव कल्प्यते. मन का कल्पना. सब कुछ मन ही है. ओम. इतना काफी आज. ज्यादा हेवी नहीं करना, कल करते. पूर्णमद पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णस्य पूर्णमेव शांति. श्री गुरु श्री राम भगवान की जय। मुझे तो इतना बढ़िया लगा ये टॉपिक, क्योंकि नॉलेज आता रहता है ना, तो फिर ऑल फियर्स इनसिक्योरिटीज और अननेसेसरी वैल्यूज गिवन, राग द्वेष, सारा नॉनसेंस चला जाता। सो दैट पर्सन इज थॉट, इज माय फ्रेंड आल्सो इज ए थॉट, he cheated me, that also is thought, now he is my enemy, that also is thought, I want to get rid of him, ये सारे थॉट ही है। There's nothing other than mano। श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, वशिष्ठ भगवान की जय, योग वासिष्ठ रामायण शास्त्र की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज। डू द होमवर्क प्लीज ऑफ सम विचारण, में भी 5 मिनट भी कर लो, बहुत ज्यादा है। चलो शंकर भगवान का सुनते आइए।